and welcome to Adulting with Mose. Hi, my name is Emily. I am a young adult and I'm a very friendly person who loves animals. I was born with a rare genetic disorder called Prader-Willi syndrome. It's a disorder that makes you overeat because you never feel full. I'm on a strict calorie count diet to manage it, but there is no cure for it yet. I'm currently in the MOST program. They are helping to build up my resume, but I offer work experiences to gain meaningful employment and not just a job. I'm also engaged to my fiance, John. He's so cute. And we have a lot in common. I want to share my life and the life of others with disabilities and the challenges we face every day. I want the world to be accepting and understanding for people, yes, people like us. Today, my guest is Patrick. Patrick has recently gotten a new job at Home Goods, and I wanted him to share with everyone his experiences on getting the job. How are you doing today, Patrick?
I'm doing good, thanks. Thank you for having me back.
Glad that you can be back on and have something to talk about again. As always, if there is anything you do not wish to share, you are more than welcome not to. This is a pressure-free zone. Say what you would like to share that you are comfortable with sharing. Tell the audience a little bit about your job.
So when I first started, I started it 4 weeks ago, and they basically had me greeting customers and making sure we were not over capacity and wiping down the shopping carts after every use. And then another thing they had me doing, when I first started it, is working in the back room, like I'm helping with unloading the truck, and that made the problem with that is I would have to get there early. So that was one of the jobs I didn't like as much. And then another one was what I recently just started. I working on the cash register.
Gotcha. How did you find out about the job at Home Goods?
So I actually did not find the job. I actually was working with a job coach from Davis, and he helped me apply for the job. So I did not find that job. My job coach did.
Ah, how do you get to work?
So it varies. Sometimes my mom will drive me, and the other times my mom will be working, so I'll take Metro Access. So another time,
Gotcha.
and when I get picked up, it'll vary too. Sometimes my dad will pick me up. Sometimes my mom will pick me up. There was one time that I got up early and I want to get home, so I asked my sister, who was back at school, if I could go and if she could pick me up, and she volunteered for that day. So it just varies.
Gotcha. What location are you working at for Home Goods?
I'm working at the one at Clock Tower.
Ah, cool. What time do you start?
It varies. So it just varies. My schedule, it just varies. Sometimes I work in the morning, sometimes I work in the afternoon. It just varies.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I work in the evening until closing. Sometimes I work until the evening. It just varies.
Gotcha. How do you like it so far?
I like it a lot so far. I enjoy meeting new people, interacting with customers. I really do enjoy it.
Cool. How is the pay?
Good.
Have you made any connections with any coworkers yet?
Um, I made one connection with one of my managers. She actually has 3 dogs, so we like to talk about our dogs a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
What tasks have they given you so far?
So what I basically talked about that in the beginning, but I'll say it again. I have worked as a greeter. I have worked as marking down stuff. So basically taking the price gun and scanning items and then marking them down marking them to lower prices. I worked in the back room helping with unloading a truck. And I just started working with the cash register.
Cool. How many hours do you work a week?
I work 28 hours total. I work
Wow.
so total. And yes, it does affect.
That's a lot. Wow.
Well, it's not really full time. Yeah, I'm the part time because I have Social Security. So no. Yes, it does affect my time with both program because not half the time I'm actually at work. So
Gotcha. What struggles have you faced so far at this job?
um, what people who don't understand people when I ask them to do something and they hear me but they don't do it when they ask you, that's one of the struggles that I feel like I have the most because it's like why do I keep asking for help if you guys aren't gonna do anything? So
Mhm.
it's just like it just really bugs me. And another one was actually today a customer came in without a mask and I was like, hey, do you have a mask
Oh.
that you can put on? And this is a private company, so this isn't like Walmart or Starbucks where they can change the world. We're a private company. And so I asked her and she said, oh, the CDC said you don't have to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but we still are requiring people to wear masks in our store. And it basically, she was like, okay, well, I'm out of here, bye. And so she just left.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Have you experienced any problems so far in the line of work?
No, I enjoy working there. It's really fun. You get to interact with people every day. Sometimes you have to help. Sometimes you get to help people take stuff out to their car, and I mean, I just enjoy working there. It's a lot of fun.
Gotcha. Have you learned any new skills while working at this shop?
I have actually. I have learned how to work the cash register, and that to me is really enjoyable because it actually when it makes the time go by a little bit faster than just standing there waiting for people to walk in.
Yeah.
So it actually makes time go by a little bit faster, which I mean I love. But some people don't like working at the cash register, and I mean I can understand because they don't want to interact with people. But to me, that's like I love to interact with people, and I
Gotcha.
could I could do that all day if I could.
Gotcha. Any advice you can give others
If
to
you're applying,
others?
if you are applying for a job, um, make sure that your resume is all up to date and um, make sure you have really good references. Make sure make if you have a cell phone and you want make sure you put that down. Make sure you have a good email address that's a reasonable email address. It can't be like something. It can't be something funny because the people if they see that on your resume, they're not gonna want to say you got the job. And if you haven't heard in a couple of weeks after they tell you, make sure to call them back because they're they're looking to see if you're really are the type of person that's going to take this job seriously. If you just are going to apply, you don't care if you hear or not, they're not going to take you as seriously.
Gotcha.
And if you
Um,
and people are always there to help. And if you have any questions, uh, I mean, if you've never been to an interview, it will be nervous, and it will be nervous at first, but you'll get nervous going in there. But once you know that you've done well, it won't be as nervous. And I've been in two now, and the first one was really nervous, and the second one was a piece of cake for me.
well, with that, I think we can call this an episode. I want to thank Patrick for coming on and talking to me about your experiences. Any final words? Patrick.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Glad we could find another interesting topic to talk about, especially finding out stuff about your job. If you have any questions, be sure to email us at adultingwithmost@gmail.com. Again, thank you for coming on, and thank you for listening to Adulting with Most. Check out the YouTube channel Adulting with Most for the video version of the podcast, as well as how-to videos with Patrick. I've been your host, Emily, and until next time, stay positive.